Good morning, Year 3 Kestrels. It's Miss Lennon here. I'm actually recording this video on Wednesday evening because I am on the rota to be in school tomorrow, which is Thursday, or today, as that's when you'll be watching it. So I thought I'd do a quick recap of some key learning that is going to help you with today's home learning. Today, you're going to be looking at comparing and ordering numbers, and here's what that looks like in your home learning book. So, you're going to be using three key symbols today: the equal sign, the less than sign, and the more than sign. So I thought I'd explain something that really helped me. It's something that I only learned recently, but when somebody explained this, it suddenly clicked in my head and I thought that makes sense. So I thought I'd share it with you now. So here is my equal sign. The lines are the same distance apart this side as they are this side. So whatever I write this side of the equal sign is worth exactly the same, has the same value as whatever is written this side of the equal sign. For example, 3 times 10 equals 30. Both sides have the same value and the lines are the same distance apart, so that's where our equal sign comes from. Next, we move on to the origins of the less than symbol. So if I take my numbers away for a minute, just go back to having my two lines. Now if these two lines get closer together, it means the value at this end is smaller than the value at this end. So you can see now that I have my less than symbol. So whatever is on this side of the symbol is going to be smaller in value than whatever is on this side of the symbol. For example, 10 and 20. 10 is smaller or has less value than 20. Okay, so I've returned my two lines to their starting point, to the equals position, where they are the same distance apart here as here. This time I'm going to move the right hand side ends. And we can see that the value at this end is smaller than this end. So this would be, for example, 100 is bigger than or greater than 50. The value of the number on the left, the wider end of this, is worth more than the number on the right. That's a really good way of helping us to remember our more than and less than symbols. We have also talked about in school how the more than and less than symbols look a bit like a crocodile. Crocodiles are greedy and they're always going to want to eat the bigger number. So the wide end, the open end of the crocodile's mouth is going to face the larger number. So let's try using some of these symbols with some numbers now. If I have the number 63 and 82, I've got to choose one of these symbols to go in the middle here. Now looking at these two numbers, they're both 2-digit numbers, which means they have tens and ones. I need to go straight to looking at the tens. This number has got 6 tens and this number has got 8 tens. So I know that this is going to be the larger number, so I'm going to make sure the wider end of my symbol is facing this number. I can then read my symbol. So I've got 63 is smaller than 82. If I'm not sure about the value of my numbers, I can draw my base 10 to help me. So I can draw my 6 tens. Now at the moment with 6 tens, I've been doing a bit like a tally just to make it easy to keep track of how many I've got. So I've got my 6 tens and my 1, 2, 3 ones. And then on this side, my 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and my 2 ones. And I can see straight away that this is the larger number. So here are a few examples for you to have a go at. If you pause the video now, have a go in your exercise book or talk it through with an adult, and then when you're ready, press play again. Okay, hopefully you've had a good go at these. Let's go through and see how you did. So we've got 68 and 39. I'm going to look at my tens first. I can see I've got 6 tens in this number and 3 tens in this number, which tells me that this is the larger number. So it is more than, 68 is more than 39. 68 is greater than 39. The next one, I've got 200s in both my numbers, so that's not going to help me in this case. I next need to look at my tens. I've got 1 10 here and 5 tens here, so I can see that this is the bigger number. 210 is smaller than 252. Last one for this set, 76 and 45. I've got 7 tens and 4 tens, so it is going to be more than or greater than. 76 is bigger than 45. So now we're moving on to some more complicated sequences or equations. We've got 24 is smaller than something, which is smaller than 54. So I need to think about what number will go into this box here. This number needs to be bigger than, greater than 24, but it also needs to be smaller than 54. So I need a number that is between 24 and 54. I can try through trial and error. I think I'm going to go for 34. Just read my equation again and check. 24 is smaller than 34, which is smaller than 54. The second one here, we've got a calculation in the middle of our sequence here. So we've got 37 is smaller than 4 times 10, which is bigger than something. So I can work out what 4 times 10 is. 4 times 10 is 40. So we are saying that 37 is smaller than 40, and 40 is bigger than, I just need a number smaller than 40 here. I could put 24. Today's work, you're going to find some sequences just like this where you're going to have some missing numbers and potentially some missing symbols. So let's practice missing symbols next. So here I have written out some number sequences, and what we need to do is figure out which symbol belongs in which box. So I've got 16, 54 and 75. I'm going to look at the first 2 numbers first. So 16 and 54. Which is the bigger number? 54 is the bigger number. So 16 is less than 54. I'm now going to look at the last 2 numbers, 54 and 75. 54 is smaller than 75. So altogether, 16 is smaller than 54, which is smaller than 75. Pause the video and have a go at the last 2 sequences. Fantastic, hopefully you've had a good go. Let's run through the answers. So 32 and 13 is what we're looking at first. 32 is greater than 13. Next we're looking at 13 and 100. 13 is smaller than 100. So we've got 32 is greater than 13. 13 is smaller than 100. The last one, 63 is smaller than 102, and 102 is greater than 12. I've got one more thing for you to practice, so bear with me a second. I'll clean off the board and pop something up. Okay, so here's the last thing I wanted to look at before I leave you to it. I have popped some equations on the board that we need to fill in some missing numbers and some missing symbols. So 30 equals 3 times something. How many lots of 3 go into 30? We should all know our times tables. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So that is 10 lots of 3. 10 lots of 3 or 3 lots of 10 is the same as 30. Perfect. Second one, we've got 2 calculations. So here I need to work out the value of this side and the value of this side. So 2 times 10 is 20. And 4 times 5 is also 20. So the symbol that needs to go into this box is, you've got it, and equals. Fabulous. Last one on the board, pause the video and have a think before we run through it. Okay, so on this side we've got 3 times 8. 8, 16, 24. So this side is worth 24. And this side, 10 times 6 is 60. Both sides are not equal, so we just need to decide whether it is a less than or a more than symbol. It is a less than. 24 is less than 60. And that should give you all of the knowledge and skills you need for today's maths lesson. If you get stuck, please do drop me a dojo. I will do my best to answer. It is my day on duty in school, so that may be a little bit delayed compared to the last couple of days, but still pop a dojo across and I will do my best to help. Have a good day.